Hey allihopa, I am here with Theo, he's right there, and I am sitting here in Tyrion's room. Actually, I've started trying to call it like the kids' room or the playroom to get Tyrion used to the idea of them sharing a room. They're probably not going to share this room, but once we move next year, I'm hoping that I can put Theo in the same room as Tyrion. Anyway, that's a completely different thing. I am here with Theo to do his 9-month update, and I guess you probably already know from the title or the video thumbnail or whatever, but yeah, that's what we're here to do today. And I'm here because Theo likes being in here and playing in here, so hopefully he can stay occupied for a bit while I film. We might end up nursing or just me holding him or something. We'll see what happens, but yeah, let's get into the update. Theodore is 9 months old, actually 9 months and a week. The reason I have waited to do the update is because we went to a checkup yesterday at the childcare facility, so I wanted to get his weight and height, and that's what I'm going to start off with. So his weight is 8.3 kilos, which is just over 18 pounds, and his height is 68 centimeters, which is just over 26 inches. So he's kind of in the smaller side, and I guess he always has been, but he has, she said, or she showed us on the chart that he has kind of not lost weight, but he's just kind of gone down on a chart, and she said that it's fine, but we can add some more like fat to his diet. Just what did she say, a teaspoon of oil to every meal or something. So I guess we're gonna start doing that.
Why are you so grumpy? Why are you so grumpy? Why are you so grumpy?
So that did not last long. Theo is here with me now. Hopefully he is okay with that for a bit. I actually kind of like that he is on the smaller side. Tyrion is and was as well, and I am kind of petite. And even though I'm kind of hoping that they will become tall when they grow up, just as Michael is, because I love that Michael's tall. Right now I'm just enjoying them being little small humans, extra small. I love it. So kind of along the lines of his size, his clothing size right now is like 4 to 6 months and 6 to 9 month clothes. He wears them both, but I would say mostly 4 to 6 months. And he's definitely not worn anything above 6 to 9. Now let's talk about food. In my last update, when he was 6 months old, he had barely started having anything other than breast milk. And this time around, it's just a completely different baby, because he is eating like a champ. We have been doing baby-led weaning, which we've been doing mostly baby-led weaning, I should say, because we do give him porridge sometimes, and he hates it. He doesn't hate porridge, he just hates being fed with a spoon. It's very obvious that he is a baby-led weaned baby. Whatever. He definitely likes being in control and holding food in his hands and everything like that. And he gagged a lot at first, which I think they normally do, but he started getting so much better now, and it's just when he's super hungry or something that he really loves eating, or sometimes when it's something new that he's not used to, that he will kind of get bites that are too big for him. But most of the time he does fine. And his favorite foods are bananas. Definitely loves bananas. He will always take a banana if I have one for him, and bread. He loves bread, even though it's kind of scary to give him, because that's something that he still gags on, because it kind of just balls up and becomes like a ball of dough almost. So that's kind of scary, and I don't give him all kinds of bread. It kind of depends on what kind of bread it is, but he loves bread. The only thing he doesn't like, or the only thing that we've found, that we've tried, that he doesn't like is eggs. He doesn't like boiled eggs, he doesn't like fried eggs. He just, yeah, eggs are not his thing. But other than that, he pretty much eats everything we give him, which is very much like Tyrion. As you might be able to hear right now, he is still breastfeeding as well. I don't really have a schedule for when he nurses. It's just kind of when I feel like he might need it, or sometimes he actually shows it himself. He just starts pulling at my shirt, or he tries to eat my face. He just like goes open mouth on any body part of mine, and that's when I kind of realized that, oh, okay, he needs something. So yeah, it differs. It depends what day it is and if I'm home with him or not, how much he nurses. As for the like regular food, he eats when we eat, if he is awake. That's pretty much what we've done. So we don't have a schedule on that either. It's just if he's awake for dinner, he has dinner with us, and if he's awake for a morning snack, he has that with us, pretty much. What I will say though is that I feel like we definitely won't be nursing for as long as I had hoped. I don't know, I think it's mostly just a feeling that he is kind of veering away from breastfeeding. I will definitely keep going until he's a year old, unless like he refuses or something. But after that, I don't know what's gonna happen, because I'm gonna start working as well. So we'll see how many opportunities I will have every day to nurse him. So yeah, we will see what happens. I wrote down some skills that I could think of that he has kind of developed since the last update. So I'm just gonna like read them from my list and talk briefly about them, because I need to pick Tyrion up from preschool pretty soon, so I need to kind of hurry up. But he is sitting up on his own from lying down. He learned that the day before he turned 9 months old. That's the first time that he was lying on his tummy and he sat up on his own. And the next day, on his 9-month birthday, he started crawling. I came home from work, Michael had him all day, and I just put him on the floor and he started crawling. I don't know, on the car ride home, he decided that I'm gonna crawl now, which was cool. So he's been crawling for about a week, and he is also standing up, like holding on to things. He's not quite walking along like the couch or something yet, but he is trying. So I think he's gonna start doing that pretty soon, which is scary. He's very good though. He doesn't fall often, and he definitely knows what he's doing and how to get down and everything like that. So it's a fun time, but it's a time of adjustment. He likes electric cords, and he likes tiny things that he finds on the floor, like tiny little rocks or Lego pieces, which I have taken away completely, but sometimes he finds things anyway that he shouldn't, and he just hones in on those things. Even if he sees it on the other side of the room, like a tiny piece of paper or something, he just finds it. So yeah, like I said, lots of adjustments going on in the house right now, and we just bought some baby gates to put up by the stairs again, and yeah. He's also trying to make noises with his mouth. He doesn't say anything, but he's making like the ma, pa, those sounds. And also kind of language related, he has started understanding some phrases and some words that we say. I have a few things that I say like consistently in specific situations. Like if I'm holding him and I'm about to nurse him, I ask him if he wants food in Swedish, and he definitely reacts like so fast to that. He knows exactly what that means. He also knows our names in the family. I mean, he doesn't know my name. He knows mom or mamma, which is Swedish, and he knows papa, and he knows Tyrion and the cat and the dog. At least the cat, because when I say her name, he finds her, like he starts looking for her. So that's fun too. It's just, I don't know, it's so interesting to see them develop their communication skills and verbal skills. It's just, I don't know, I love it. I think it's so interesting. Okay, sleep. Like I said in the other updates 3 months ago, this is something that you have to talk about when you're talking about babies, and you can talk about this for hours. So I'm gonna try to be quick about it, but sleep has been rough for us. I was kind of complaining in the other update that he was waking up once or twice a night. Now looking back at that, I'm just like, you're such a baby, because he got way worse. He started waking up for a few weeks there. He woke up every like hour, sometimes 2 times every hour, and would not he would go back to sleep, but only in our arms, only if we were walking around, or if I was nursing. Sometimes that worked. And when we put him back down in his crib, he would almost every time wake up right as we put him down. So we had to like pick him back up and walk around with him. And it got to the point where we both were, but I was super frustrated, super tired, and just feeling like I couldn't handle it anymore. And I actually started reading about sleep training and cry it out methods, which I've always said I'm never gonna try a cry it out method because I'm like kind of against it from a moral standpoint, I think. But it didn't matter. I was desperate. So we actually tried. We started, or Michael started, one night just putting him down in his crib, saying goodnight, getting out of the room, and then going in every like 5-ish minutes, just letting Theo know that he was still there, and then going back out. And it's been so much better than I thought. Most of the time he falls asleep. Well, now, yesterday I think it took like 5 minutes, and he usually doesn't scream really now. He did at first, but now he's more like kind of doing the noises that he's doing now, which he most of the time does when he's falling asleep. Even if he is in our arms, that's just the noises he makes when he's falling asleep. He just saw that I had some bribing leverage stuff lined up, so I guess he's gonna get some so that I can keep talking. But yeah, that's kind of where we are with sleep right now. He still wakes up. Well, no, he doesn't. Some nights he wakes up and some nights he doesn't, but most of the time he thinks that it's morning time at 4 or 4:30, which is kind of hard still, but we're trying to find a new schedule and figure out what will work for all of us. Also, he has 2 teeth. Maybe I should talk about that right now, because you might be able to see them when he's eating. He got his first tooth when he was 8 months old, and then the other one kind of popped out just a few days or a week after. Can you show your cute little teeth? You just have food in your mouth, so maybe this isn't a good time after all. Oh, you could see them. I think you could see them for a short second there. I have never noticed his teeth when he's been breastfeeding, so far so good, but I am worried about him biting me or something, because with Tyrion I stopped breastfeeding when he was 4 months old and he didn't have any teeth, so this is a new experience for me. But yeah, so far I haven't gotten bitten. Oh, and for his sleep pattern right now, he usually goes down around 7:30, sometimes closer to 8 p.m. and then he wakes up sometimes, like I said, in the night, but usually we get into sleep again pretty quickly, and then around 4:30 he thinks it's morning and he gets up. And then depending on when he woke up and stuff, he sleeps. He has 2 or 3 naps in the daytime, and that's kind of what we're trying to tweak right now. I'm trying to get him to take his first nap later on, which he did today, and then his second nap, and then then just cutting out the 3rd nap. So we'll see what happens with that. But I'm sure this will have changed again for our like 1-year update. So yeah, but that's what it looks like right now. A couple of other things that are happening right now is that he has started growing some hair. You can probably not see it yet, but I can see it because I see him every day and I know what he looks like. And also when he's in the bath and the hair gets darker, because he's very blonde, when the hair gets darker with the water, you can see that there are like longer streaks of hair. But he is just like Tyrion. He is slow to get hair. That's so yummy. He also takes a pacifier now, which is crazy to me. We were so kind of bummed when he was a newborn that he wouldn't take the pacifier, because it was just such a lifesaver with Tyrion, and with Theo he just spit it out right away. He hated those things. And then maybe 4 days ago or something, he wanted the pacifier, because we've kept like trying, and sometimes we just keep it around for him to play with. And then all of a sudden he had it in his mouth, and then every time I gave it to him he wanted it, and that's kind of what he's doing now. So apparently he is a pacifier baby now. Don't know if that's common, that they just all of a sudden one day when they're 9 months old decide that, oh, I actually like this thing, but that's what our baby has done, and I think it's kind of nice. Obviously I don't want him to get like addicted, and I don't look forward to the weaning process with the pacifier, but I think it's a very good thing to have. It's just, I don't know, it's kind of like a safety thing, but if nothing else works, at least you have the pacifier. And sometimes the pacifier doesn't work either, but I don't know, it's a security thing for me, I think. And last but not least, I just wanted to follow up on a couple of other things that I mentioned in the last update, and that is baby swim, which we went to once, and then we just kind of had back-to-back flus or colds or whatever for a month and a half or something, and we just kind of decided halfway through that it was kind of no point in going back because we'd missed so much at that point. So that's kind of sad, that's a bummer. But and I kind of have the same thing to say about cloth diapering, which I was so excited about starting to do in the last update. It just didn't work, not because we don't want to use cloth diapers, but because they are so smelly. We just cannot get the smell out of those diapers, and eventually I was fed up and stopped using them. So yeah, I think that's everything that I wanted to update you on. I'm sure there are other things, and if I missed something that you would like to know about, just comment in the comments below and I will give you an update on whatever you can think of that I missed in this video. But for now, we're gonna put this guy down in the stroller so that he can sleep on the way to preschool, and we're gonna pick Tyrion up and we're gonna have an awesome day. We're gonna have an awesome evening, afternoon and evening. So please like the video if you liked it, and subscribe if you want to see more of our daily family vlogs, and we will see you tomorrow for a normal vlog. And thank you for watching today. Hej då!